Asian countries are set to dominate global wine consumption and import growth over the next 2 years, led by China, where growth is estimated to be about 60%. California, the biggest wine-producing state in the U.S., is eyeing the Chinese market. ICS reporter Sun Caixin visited some of California's vineyards and brings us this report.
California's viticultural regions account for nearly 90% of American wine production. It's also the world's fourth largest wine producer. In this small town, wine tasting rooms can be found almost everywhere. Seth Coonan was a doctor before starting his winery in Santa Barbara 19 years ago. And he can see the industry is gradually changing, with more young people and wine experts from other countries like China getting involved.
The environment has changed, like in the culture and in the marketplace. The young consumer here, the millennials they call it, are drinking a lot of wine. Before, young kids, either they didn't drink or maybe they drink beer.
I graduated with a major in viticulture from China Agricultural University. China only had 2 universities with this major 10 years ago, and I only had 30 classmates. Today, I see more young people in China majoring in wine, which adds vitality to the industry.
China wine experts and importers have frequently visited the state, with the most popular area being the well-known Napa Valley region along the northern coast of California. Napa is home to the country's first American viticultural area.
Speaking of American wine, this 50-year-old winery, Robert Mondavi, could be considered as a starting point of winemaking in American history. The winery has been exporting wines to many countries, including China. And the manager says last year it has started to sell on Chinese e-commerce giant Alibaba's Tmall.
Every country is very different, so we have a different approach. I think they like full-bodied wine, and Mondavi wines pair really well with Chinese cuisine.
France has been very dedicated to the China market for a very long time, and we are all very thankful for France for the investment they've made. Wine producers from California and all other parts of the wine-producing world can now come into China and have a dialogue.
The Napa region has a high-profile Chinese ally in former NBA player Yao Ming, who started Yao Family Wines in 2011 after retiring.
The wines in the Napa area are Yao's favorite California vintages, and this led the former basketball star to start his own winery. Of course, his fame also helps sales.
About 50% of the wine we make is sold in China. Then we export to 7 other countries, and half of our wine is sold in the U.S. We sell about 6,000 cases, 12-bottle cases, each year globally.
China has already signed free trade agreements with Australia and Chile, which means the tariffs on wine from those countries will be gradually removed in coming years. However, the tax for importing U.S. wines in China is around 40%. But that hasn't stopped them from becoming the 4th most imported wines after France, Australia and Chile. Sun Caixin, ICS for CCTV, Shanghai.